Welcome to our podcast. Today we're diving into some really impactful language patterns specifically designed for HR professionals and headhunters. Let's get started.
Absolutely. Can't wait to get into this. What's the big idea behind these language patterns?
Well, over the past 15 years, this coach named Edgars Untals has developed unique training programs that integrate sales, psychology, and advanced NLP techniques. And he's enriched them with insights from mentors like Brian Tracy and Richard Bandler.
Sounds impressive. So what's the core focus of these programs?
It's all about communication, but here's the kicker. 90% of the impact is nonverbal.
Right.
So it's not just what you say, but how you say it. The story behind the story, you know?
That's fascinating. Can you give an example of one of these language patterns?
Sure. One of them is the reality strategy. So if a candidate says, "I'm not looking for a new job," you might respond, "How do you know that the new job isn't looking for you at the same time?"
Oh, clever. It flips their perspective completely.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
about challenging their assumptions and opening up new possibilities.
I like that. What's another technique?
There's the model of the world. When the candidate says, "I'm not looking for a new job," you say, "I understand. May I ask you a question? What would you do if you had the freedom to do anything you want?"
That invites them to think bigger.
Exactly.
It taps into their dreams and aspirations.
Right. It's about expanding their vision beyond the current situation.
But do you think sometimes these techniques might come across as pushy?
Well, it's all in the delivery. Remember, 90% is nonverbal, so your tone and body language matter.
That's true. The intention behind the words is key.
Absolutely. And another technique is reframing. So they say, "I'm not looking for a new job." And you might respond, "So you like stability, a stable cash flow, personal freedom, and appreciation from management, correct?"
Interesting. It
Yeah.
acknowledges their feelings while subtly shifting the focus.
Exactly. It helps them see their situation from a different angle.
Right. Can you share more about how nonverbal cues play into this?
Well, it's the way you present yourself, your confidence, eye contact, gestures. These all reinforce the message beyond the words.
So it's like the iceberg theory. Most of the communication is beneath the surface.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
that's why these techniques are so powerful when combined with strong nonverbal communication.
Got it. What's another technique that's particularly impactful?
The metaphor technique. For instance, you might say, "Many years ago, Steve Jobs asked John Scully, 'Do you want to sell sugar water for the rest of your life, or come with me and change the world?' And you know what? They both changed the world."
Wow, that's inspiring. It uses
Yeah.
a story to motivate action.
Exactly. Stories resonate on a deeper level.
Right.
They can inspire and encourage people to think differently.
But isn't there a risk of sounding cliche with stories like that?
Well, it's important to use metaphors that are relevant and meaningful to the person. Personalizing it makes it more impactful.
That makes sense. Tailoring the approach to the individual?
Exactly. And that's where advanced NLP techniques come into play.
Right.
They help you read the person and adapt accordingly.
Can we talk about the consequences technique? How does that work?
Sure, you ask, have you ever imagined your life 3 to 5 years from now if nothing changes? Or if you grow professionally and fulfill your dreams?
That really gets them thinking about the future.
Exactly.
It's a powerful motivator.
Right? It highlights the potential outcomes of their choices. It can spark a desire for growth.
But how do you ensure you're not pushing too hard?
By being genuine and empathetic. It's about
Sure.
guiding, not forcing.
That's a good point. The intent behind the technique matters.
Absolutely. And that's why Edgars Untals focuses on integrating ethics into these practices.
It seems like these techniques could really enhance recruitment conversations.
Definitely. When
Yeah.
used properly, they can help candidates realize opportunities they might have missed.
Well, this has been enlightening. I feel like I've gained a new perspective on communication.
Glad to hear that. It's all
Yeah.
about continuous learning and improvement.
For sure. Maybe we should dive deeper into NLP techniques in our next episode.
That sounds great. There's so much more to explore.
Right. Looking forward to it. Thanks for sharing all this today.
My pleasure. Until next time.